The Buzz is back in black with this 2025 VW ID.Buzz in the Pro S variant, and it has the deep black pearl paint, the moonlight brown and blue interior. This is the EV of the century, and we have to go over it, see what we have here, option out, and what's new for this whole electric bus and everything it has to offer for the 2025 model year. Let's check it out here at Volkswagen. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where the microbus is back in fully electric form, and this is the Pro S variant of the new ID.Buzz. Now, this is the first time getting it done in deep black pearl. That means black wheels, black paint, black roof. All of it is done in black on the outside, but we have a brown interior and blue accents inside that interior. So yeah, this is something different when it comes to the Buzz. We've had a few on the channel before, nothing like this one here today. So with no further ado, let's check this thing out, go around the specs, options, features, break it all down, see what it's all about. Now, per usual, big shout out to Volkswagen Brandon in Florida for letting me take a spin around this ID.Buzz Pro S. Now, if you guys want this model or any other model they have here in their lineup, well, make sure you guys check the link down in the description below for Volkswagen Brandon's website link and their phone number so you guys can call them, check out the inventory, and get one of these beautiful buses or cars that they have here in their lineup today. Now, when we mentioned those dimensions, we got some big numbers when it comes to the overall wheelbase at 131.1 inches, a length at 195.4 inches, a width at 78.1 inches, and a height at 76.2 inches with a total curb weight of 6,174 pounds. Now, when it comes to a front for the Buzz, well, we don't have one here, but we have plenty of space in the rear. But what we do have is a compartment here that will allow you access to some electronics, your fluids, when it comes to your windshield washer fluid and everything like that. But since we're underneath here, let's talk about power and performance, because we have the Pro S rear-wheel drive model in front of us here today. That's going to give us 282 horsepower and 406 when it comes to the pound-feet of torque. So with that said, you're looking at a 0 to 60 time, well, closer to 5.7 seconds and a top speed of 99 miles per hour. Now, if you were to get, well, the all-wheel drive setup, then you're looking at 335 horsepower, 413 pound-feet of torque, same top speed at 99, but you have a 0 to 60 in around 5.5 seconds. So just a little bit quicker, but the same on the top speed when it comes to the all-wheel drive 4Motion. Now, here it is in beautiful deep black pearl, fully blacked out Buzz. Now, with that said, the top is black, the bottom is black, the wheels are black. It looks so good, and we also added a couple of things when it comes to options we'll do in the sticker breakdown. But you guys know the Buzz by now, right? We've had a few Buzzes on the channel. You guys will know the moniker when it comes to the big VW logo front and center for this EV, which doesn't need much grille setup when it comes to the whole front fascia and the design language. But what you will see is some modern day technology like the LED light bar that goes across, seamlessly flowing into the LED turn signals here and the LED running lights with the beautiful ID light. This whole setup is beautiful. We will have it illuminated very shortly to let you see what this is all about when it comes to shining up this moniker. And then with that deep black pearl paint, you guys will see it carries over to this really cool diamond pattern grille up front where our sensors are integrated right in there. I mean, that is a really cool way to integrate it because it doesn't even look like it's like different from the rest of the diamonds here. So I just, you know, slightly put that in there, slightly put that one in there. It looks really cool. You will also see aerodynamics right here when it comes to the side cutout here for the side blade, and that is feed-through aerodynamics when it comes to airflow, better range. Now you will also see for this grille here, well, we do also have our radar sensors here, and it's a functional feed-through, so you guys will see air cooling and airflow will happen underneath here. But for the most part for front, I mean, it just looks really simple, pretty standard. I mean, it's very aerodynamic, it's very Buzz, it's very bus. It's what you expect from VW in the 2025 model year. Side profile is looking crazy, especially with these 20-inch black alloy wheels with the aluminum surround, all season Continental tires when it comes to the Pro contacts. This rubber setup, I mean, the shoes just look so cool on this, done in deep black pearl. And as you guys will see, we do have the plastic cladding on the side skirt, help protect that paint. And then coming up top, door handles and mirror caps are done in that deep black pearl. You will see on the A-pillar here, same deep black pearl, but you will also see big glass setup because of visibility. You see straight through here, get the best when it comes to your viewing angle. And then you guys will see we do have a window cut out here because that slides back and makes a window, but the rest of this is all a window. Just the glass seamlessly integrates. I mean, no rubber seal or nothing. It's just the moldings are gone and it just integrates right into the bodywork of the car. It looks really, really cool. Now you will also see we do have a spoiler back here as well, and the gloss black for the side blades here. We do have also the moniker right here that shows you guys a homage to the old bus, because the old bus used to have the engine in the back. So these horizontal slats right here are for cooling or ventilation for the old bus. So they put it here just for a styling element and to pay homage to that model. But when you put the IQ light right there on the side as well, and this cool indentation here, again, it gives it some aerodynamic styling. All this together just looks so cool. And again, I love this Buzz in black, and the side profile is just crazy. Now the black in the back is probably my favorite because of the LED light bar, and I mean obviously the big VW logo front and center in black and white with the ID.Buzz moniker there. It's the perfect proportion when it comes to the real estate here, when it comes to space and everything that we have in front of us. So with the LED light bar, seeing that, and the clear moniker with the red strike throughs going across, this IQ lighting is beautiful. Again, we will see this illuminated shortly, but wrapping around the entire side profile and the rear quarter panel is just cool. All right, then we talk about going to the lower half, where you guys will see the rear diffuser giving that Fox exhaust look, but it's really protection with the plastic cladding. We have our sensors integrated into our red reflectors there as well, and we have our third brake light integrated into our spoiler. So you guys will see it all front and center. The ID.Buzz is just something serious, something cool, something new and flavorful. Now let's talk about that space, because we got plenty of it. 19 cubic feet of space with the third row folded up. All right, with it folded down, well, then we have 76 cubic feet of space. Now, with the second row also folded down, which has a 60-40 split opposed to the 50-50 split for the rear, well, all of that real estate is going to be 146 cubic feet of space. That is insane. And keep in mind, you can remove these seats. Do you guys see the handle here? Yeah, you can remove the seats. So it makes for easy storage. I mean, it's so practical. It's so intuitive when it comes to the overall styling and design and packaging here. It is insane. Now you guys will see for the third row passengers, they have the same blue moniker that you'll have in the rest of the vehicle with the little Buzz stowed underneath embossed there, which is really cool. You'll also see USB-C plug-in on both sides for each passenger for charging, and then you guys will see a cup holder there as well. There's a cup holder right there on that bottom side too. You also got the 12 volt here. You got a little hook, all that good stuff here. We have our bag for our charger, onboard charger. You also have a front plate. We don't need front plates here in Florida, but just in case you need a license plate, you have a bracket for that. This is our charger here. All right, so we have our charger stowed right underneath there. And speaking of that charger, which is an 11 kilowatt onboard charger, let's talk about charging. All right, because we have a 91 kilowatt battery that can charge up to 200 kilowatts. Now let's take a look at this, because obviously you can see where that fast charging would go, right? But let's talk about what it takes, because to get from 10 to 80%, it's going to take about 26 minutes, which isn't bad at all, because with this Type 2 charge port here on the right hand side, you support DC fast charging and plug-in charge. Now with that, you have a thermal management system to precondition the battery before charging, which is a big helper for faster charging. The battery temperature at the start of charging affects the charging time, so keep that in mind. Now to extend the battery life, they want you to charge this around 80, well, between 30 and 80% each charge. Don't go all the way to 100% each time. So daily use, up to 80% charge. Now this charge is up to 234 miles for the rear wheel drive model. For the all-wheel drive, you're looking at 231 miles. So it's a little less for the all-wheel drive Pro S, but that range is going to vary depending on what's going on in the vehicle, depending on how fast you're going. We'll break down the MPGE on the sticker breakdown. Now, as promised, we got to look at the IQ lighting setup front and center. As you guys will see, the beautiful LED light bar flowing right into the daytime running light here with the turn signal underneath, and the high and low beams doing their thing right here as well, looking absolutely gorgeous with the orange reflector here. Now you'll also see we have the mirror cap in amber as well. And then when it comes to the rear, the IQ lighting reflector on the side with the turn indicator on the side and on the back. And then you also see the LED light bar shining across. Again, looking very much like a lightsaber, Darth Vader look, especially in his black Buzz. What do you guys think about this lighting illumination moniker? Now let's hop inside of the 54 cubic feet that we get inside of the ID.Buzz, because with this moonlight interior, which gives us blue accents, brown leathers, cream, for the stitching, it's just, wow, aluminum trim, dark wood, comes in gray. Check this out. This is where you guys want to be. Bring it to life by putting my foot on the pause pedal. If I want to go, I'm going to put it on the play pedal. All right. So inside of here, it is a technological masterpiece. All right. So we are to life. And the first thing you guys will notice is this massive 12.9 inch screen, the biggest they offer in VW's moniker. And wow, we'll get to that in just a second. Let's talk about the materials, because again, we do have the moonlight with the nice blue touches, soft touches here, cool materials and textiles when it comes to this overall pattern here. And you guys will see the aluminum door handle right here. You also see your trunk release right here. We also have a shelf for storage here, and underneath there, cup holder and more storage, and your speaker grills there as well with your window controls. Now, this is what I wanted to bring up, because we do have a nice window back there, all right, that little square. But how do we open it? Because we only have 2 buttons here. Well, this is a touch sensitive setup. So if I were to press rear, now I'm folding back that window. So that's what I want to show you guys, is how you do that. All right. So you have to press rear. If you don't press rear, or rear is not illuminated, guess what? It's going to be your window here. All right. So keep that in mind when it comes to your window controls. You do switch back between the two. You also have beautiful dark gray wood here for the trim, aluminum surround all throughout with that blue insert. You also have your touch sensitive controls when it comes to your full lighting units here, when it comes to your low beams and your light bar. And you also have max front and rear for your HVAC system with a little coin storage right there as well. Nice flat dash here. Right there's all your sensors and everything, your technology, which is why you have that hump. But the A-pillar definitely gives you better visibility, being glass, and the flat dash here as well just helps it all out. Coming across, you'll see that dark gray finish, you'll see the aluminum, and you guys will see the nice kind of HVAC bar and aluminum going all the way across to the ventilation there. Down here, you will have extra stowage, more stowage above your glove box, which has deep stowage, all right? The blue insert all throughout and underneath. And then coming to this side, you will see your USB-C plugins right here, but there's also wireless charging right here. If you set your phone right here, that will actually charge it. All right, now that is, as intuitive as it gets when it comes to using the space and giving you multi-functions. Now underneath, you will see we do have our hazard buttons, our HVAC vents here. We can lock our close and lock our doors when it comes to our power sliding doors. So this is how I would open them, this is how I would turn them off and lock them. We do have extra storage right here. All right, that's gonna be cup holders there. And then lift that up, right here, center console, extra storage. All right. And then this center console is just so quirky and cool. You can remove it by pressing this and lifting up. You can also have different partitions here. And this is a bottle top opener, all right? Or something we almost needed here in Florida. Well, not this part of Florida, but the upper part of Florida is an ice scraper for your windshield. What else could they think of here? All right, so with that said, let's talk about everything when it comes to drivability, because we have a very ID.4-esque setup when it comes to this whole moniker here, all right? Because we have our screen here that actually moves with us. So let's actually put it into drive and turn the steering wheel. Okay, no, that doesn't move, right? But if I were to adjust the steering wheel, guess what? That's going with me, all right? So it's moving up and down with me to make sure I see it at all times. Now, you saw how I put it into drive by the flick of the wrist, right? Flick up, I'm in the drive. Flick back, I'm in the reverse. backup camera shows up here, and you can do different things when it comes to the camera views and the park assist and everything here when it comes to the backup camera. Now, keep in mind, I press P for park, and we're back in our parking position, but to fully turn off the car, I have to let my foot off of the pause button. Now, with that said, you will have all of your, readables and, your information and everything when it comes to the digital screen here. All right, so you guys can see I'm at 93% battery, 244 miles of range. And yeah, the range is a little off when it comes to figures. Obviously, you can get more range than they actually say in the figures. But again, your range depletion really depends on how much your battery is charged, which they recommend 80%, and then what's going on in the car. If you're charging, if you're playing multimedia, if you're got the AC blowing, a lot of stuff the battery will depend on. So they say the safe numbers at 231, 234-ish, but you can get higher if you go all the way up to 100% and more, or not and more, but and do more with it. With that said, you guys will also see the flat bottom steering wheel here. You'll see the touch sensitive controls backlit here when it comes to your driver assistance, cruise control, everything there. And you have your radio controls, turn up and down the volume. You can change your radio stations here, heated steering wheel, voice controls, and well, you can change a couple things when it comes to the view here as well, and go through different menus and options depending on how you want to configure it there. All right, so you guys know a lot about that. We do also have our windshield washer controls here and our high beams here as well. It is all here with everything integrated for the rear as well, because guess what? We have our drive shifter and everything here. All right, so with that said, let's talk about this 12.9-inch screen, because wow, very intuitive, like you guys are used to for Volkswagen products. I mean, this is one of those things to where you're gonna love the way this is set up. It is so easy to use. As you guys can see, I'm blowing through the ambient lighting. I can do my navigation here. I can do everything when it comes to going back to my favorites here and adding charging. I can add my navigation, auto hold, everything like that. I can go back to the main menu here. I can go to vehicle, and then I can do everything when it comes to the interior and exterior. I love the graphics per usual. One thing you guys are going to want to definitely look at is charging here, because again, we're at 100%. They recommend 80% right there. So you see that went away. Down there it says max 80% recommended. So you want to go to 80% for your daily charging and daily use. Optimization for charging is here as well. We talked about that with the locations. You can do your locations or even settings here, and you can do all kinds of stuff like an e-route planner, battery care mode, reduce AC, charging current, all that kind of stuff is all here. So things you guys are going to want to know and love. You have phone controls, music. You can do all the customizables here. I mean, they have this set up. Climate controls. So I can press that. You guys can see a complete climate control, smart auto. We have heated and ventilated seats. It is all really cool how they have this all set up. And then we have our touch sensitive buttons down here for climate as well. And we have our radio controls right here, and we can turn off the screen. So yeah, I mean, this is loaded when it comes to the whole Buzz and everything that's in here. It's insane. Now look up top, SOS button here. We also have our dome light, floodlights, everything like that. We have our digital rearview mirror, and then you guys will also see we do have a big visor, all right, with a mirror and light controls there. I mean, what more do you want in this thing? They give you everything when it comes to the ID.Buzz. When it comes to the front passengers, I mean, this is so cool. You have the armrest. It's kind of like I want to say captain's chair, basically. So you do have, not a physical, like, I don't want to say bolted down chair, but with the armrest here is more of a captain's chair with the honeycomb perforated leather. I mean, the ID.Buzz perforated in. It's just, wow. I love this spec. I love the way everything comes together. Volkswagen, you're just too good at this. Now, call it gimmicky all you want. I love using this key fob, which is a premium key fob when it comes to the Buzz, and it actually matches the Buzz quite well. But gloss black VW logo, chrome on the sides, physical key button right here, and then you have lock and a panic button, trunk release and unlock. But you also have the gimmicky door sliders. So, whoops, I pressed the wrong side. Here we go. Now I got both of them open up, so we'll be able to see straight through the Buzz, but I'll close that one. Rookie mistake. All right, so I love that. It's just really cool because you can just one touch open up the doors. You can do the same by doing it and pressing the lever here, and it will one touch open, one touch close. Or you can do it this way when you're inside of the vehicle by pressing the button here, one touch open, one touch close. Can you guys see that? Gotta get a little closer. There we go, that button right there. All right, so there's 3 different ways you can open and close the Buzz's doors, and I love that. Now, with that said, what are we looking at? Because remember, we have a second and third row, and we did already see the third row folded up. So in the back, well, that third row is gonna give you 49 cubic feet of space, but in the second row, you're gonna have 60 cubic feet of space. Tons of room back here. I have a whole roof rail set up here, all right? And with that setup, I can still hop inside using the strap here for safety, all right? Pull myself up, and look at that knee wiggle room. I can stretch my legs out so comfortably back here. This is insane. Now, stowage on the top, good for your phone or anything like that, small tablet. Stowage on the bottom, good for any other bigger items. Perforated leather on the backrest of the seats for both sides with that stowage as well. Really cool, right? All right, so then we talk about the seats I'm sitting on in the moonlight finish. You guys will see that it's also perforated in the rear as up front with that honeycomb pattern embossed in, and then the white, or I would say cream stitching. All right, then let's talk about the overall moniker here, because you guys will see the blue setup in the rear as well when it comes to the overall finish here. But we also have our heated seat controls right here. We also have USB-C plug-in right there for charging. This is our window setup right there for our window controls. And then we have our speaker here with extra stowage for the cup holders and everything there. Now, again, you can also, if I come to over here, I can also close the door that way. I completely forgot. So that's 4 ways you can close the door, which is insane, all right? So close it, open it, same way. I mean, it's just crazy. Same with that button there. They definitely accommodated for all of that stuff. Look up top, right here you will have an LCD screen for your HVAC controls, all right? So you have that all there. In the middle here, the center console for up front, you also have a little pocket for us back here, all right? And then just an easy, breezy way to just kind of chill back here and, I mean, enjoy the whole seating arrangement. Now, you guys did want to get in the back, the third row. Well, as easy as and lifting all that up. Now, that's blocking at the moment, but you guys can see how it looks back there. And it's pretty nice, right? I mean, there's space back there, but then you also lift this up. And there we go. And then you guys can see, well, yeah, we got room, all right? So it is a beautiful setup. It is a practical and functional setup, and Volkswagen really knocked it out of the park when it came to the Buzz. I just love the functionality of all of this. Now let's break down the sticker of the 2025 ID.Buzz Pro S in deep black pearl for the exterior and moonlight interior with leatherette, because we are looking at a starting price of $59,995. Now, after our destination charge at $1,550 and a couple of options, we're looking at a total price of $62,830. How did we get there? Well, deep black pearl paint and our moonlight interior, that's free of charge for this whole livery. What you do pay for is a roof rack base carrier bar set of 2, $445, with the auto dimming rearview mirror with HomeLink Connect 4 years, $405, and your 2-in-1 240 volt and 120 volt mobile EV charging cable at $350. We also have the Volkswagen prepaid scheduled maintenance at $85. Everything else you see here comes standard in the 2025 model year when it comes to performance, exterior, interior, safety and driver assistance, and technology and convenience. Make sure you guys check it all out in the sticker breakdown. Now, with that said, I did say we were going to talk about the MPGE, because our MPGE is a combined city highway at 83. So you have 90 for the city, 75 for the highway. So that is important when it comes to driving, because you have 41 kilowatt hours per 100 miles. So once you base it off of your MPGE, it'll help you figure out your range a little bit better when it comes to driving at these speeds. So with that said, the full breakdown, we also have our warranty information at 4 years, 50,000 miles, whichever comes first. Now we also have a battery voltage warranty, 8 years or 100,000 miles, whichever comes first. But if you need the full sticker breakdown, make sure you guys check the link in the description for Volkswagen Brandon's website, and you guys can get the full look and list of the ID.Buzz Pro S in black. All right, guys, so at $62,830, what are you guys feeling about the Buzz in black? I want to know. Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, we'll make sure you give it a big thumbs up, but also make sure you guys check the link in the description for Volkswagen Brandon's website link, so you guys can see this model or any other model they have in their lineup. The phone number's there as well. Give them a call and get one of these beautiful cars in your garage today. And make sure you guys also subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And guys, we will see you in the next one. Peace.